gross jaw. This small habit destroys your image. Gross jaw 2. Quietly, daily, and right in front of those jaw 4 people, you think you're being polite, gross mature, easy to deal with. But what jaw 9 others see is something else. Jaw 11. Uncertainty, weak boundaries, and a teen person who can be pushed. And the worst part, the more nice you try to be, the 18 more your authority leaks away. If 20 you've ever felt people interrupt you, 2 question your decisions, or treat your 24, no like an invitation to negotiate. It's 27, not because you lack value. It's because 29, a few everyday attitudes are training, 30 fees people how to treat you. Music, the 33. Stoics understood this. Respect isn't 35 earned through submission. It's earned 37 through self-command. Marcus Aurelius, 40, called it guarding the inner citadel. 4.2. Music. Epictetus taught that your power, 44, begins where your boundaries begin. In 47, this video, you'll see the attitudes, 48, that quietly make people lose respect. There's 50s for you. And one of them looks harmless. 53, even kind, but it sends a clear message. 56, you don't fully respect yourself. Once, 0, 58, you spot it, you'll never unsee it. 1. Music attitude 1, stop. Now to over-explaining yourself. Over-explaining, 105, feels like honesty, but it often, 7, communicates insecurity. Music, you say 10, no, and then you rush to justify it with 112, a long story. You decline something and 115, immediately begin defending your 17 decision. Music, as if your choice needs 19 permission to exist. The moment you do 112 that, you hand people a handle to pull. 124, they can argue with your reasons. Music, poke holes in your logic. And 128, pressure you into changing your mind. A 130 boundary explained, too much becomes a 132 boundary that can be negotiated. Strong, 135, people don't turn their decisions into 137 debates. They communicate. Music, then 130, they stand still, not out of arrogance, 42, but out of self-rust. Music, a calm no. Fab delivered with certainty is more powerful than 1,000 excuses. I am staff delivered with hesitation. If you want, people to respect your limits, music, 52, you have to show that you do. Attitude, 55, 2, stop being everyone's therapist. 57, music, 58, some people don't come to you for solutions. They come to you for relief. 2, they unload their frustrations, music, 3, repeat the same problems, and leave, 5, feeling lighter while you stay carrying, 7, the weight. At first, you feel useful, 10, music needed, like you're being a good 12 person, but over time, you become a 14 dumping ground, music not a respected 16 friend. Empathy is a virtue. But 19, absorbing other people's pain as a daily toyon habit is not empathy. It's self-abandonment. The Stoics believed 225, you should help when it's reasonable. 227, but never at the cost of your inner. 220, stability. Music. 30, if every conversation becomes emotional, so 2 labor, you will start to look drained. 2-4, resentful and easily accessible. And 2-7, when people feel they can access you any 2-9 in time, they often value you less. Music. 1, you are allowed to care without 2 carrying. You are allowed to listen and 245 still set a limit. 46, music. 246, you can say, I hear you, but I don't. 249, have the energy for this right now. Joto 251. That sentence doesn't make you cold, it Joto 253 makes you balanced. And balance commands Joto 256 respect. Attitude 3. Stop supporting Joto 259 ungrateful people. There is always Joint 3 someone who asks for help, favors, Derby 3 for attention or support, and disappears the Erbro 6 moment you need anything. They treat Eardo 3:8 your kindness like a service, like an Eardo 3:11 expectation, like something you owe them. 3:13 because you have always done it before. 903:15 and if you keep giving to someone who 3:16 never recognizes it, you teach them a 3:19 dangerous lesson. Your effort has no 3:21 cost. True generosity, music, has 3 for dignity. It doesn't mean you demand 3:26 payment for being kind, but it does mean 3 you notice patterns. It means you stop. 3:30s investing in people who only withdraw. 03:33 because if you're always available to 3:35 the ungrateful, you start to look like a 3:37 resource, not a person. And nobody, 03:40, respects what music they can take. 03:41 without consequence. Watch what happens. 3:43 when you quietly step back. The people 03:46 who value you will adjust. The ones who 03:48 used, you will complain. That reaction, 03:50 alone, tells you everything you need to. 03:52, no. If this is hitting you, subscribe. 000355 to Stoic Spring. Music, it will improve. 357, your life because you'll build the habit. 359, of protecting your inner peace. And 401, growing in maturity. One practical, outdrawn 4 lesson at a time. Music, attitude 4. Outdrawn 6, stop apologizing all the time. Some outdrawn 409 people apologize as a reflex. Music, outro 4:11, sorry for speaking, sorry for asking. Outro 4:13, sorry for taking up space. Sorry for outro 4:14, having an opinion. They do it to sound, outro 4:16, humble, to avoid music tension. 2, outro 4:18, keep everyone comfortable, but repeated, gono 4:21, unnecessary apologies, send a hidden, 04:23 message, I'm a burden. When you, or 04:25, apologize for things that don't require 04:27 forgiveness, you shrink your presence. 04:29, music. You teach others to see your 04:31 voice as optional, your needs as 04:33 inconvenient, your boundaries as 04:35 flexible. Music. Respect begins the 04:37 moment you stop acting like you're 04:39, guilty for existing. Save your apologies. 4:41 for when you truly do something wrong. 43. Music replace the rest with clarity. 4:46. Instead of sorry for the message, say draw to 4:4. Music. Thanks for your time. Instead of draw to 4:4, sorry I'm bothering you, say can you draw to 4:2 help me with this. Instead of sorry, but draw to 4:55. Remove the sorry and speak like you. Draw to 4:57. Belong because you do. Attitude 5. J25. Stop seeking approval. Living for J25 validation is like living in an J5 for invisible prison. You start editing Irodo 506 yourself before you speak. You laugh at Irodo 509, things you don't find funny. Music, you, Irodo 510, agree with things you don't believe. You, Irodo 513, shape your personality like clay. Irodo 515, depending on who is in front of you. And Irodo 517, the tragedy is this. Even if you, Irodo 519, succeed, you don't feel strong. You feel Irodo 522 empty because you didn't earn respect. Irodo 524, you rented music it. External approval. Irodo 526 is a moving target. Today they clap. Irodo 529, tomorrow they criticize. If your Irodo 531 confidence depends on their reaction, Irodo 533, you will always be controlled. The Irodo 535, Stoics trained themselves to live by Irodo 537 principle, not applause. They asked a Irodo 539 simple question. Is this aligned with my aren't I thought to values? Not will they like me. The R10545 moment you stop performing, something R12546 interesting happens. Some people pull R149 away because they only liked your liked. 0551 compliance, but the ones who matter will, R12553, start to respect you because they can, R12555, feel your authenticity. And authenticity, R12557, is magnetic. Attitude 6, don't stay. 026.1, silent in the face of disrespect. Many 6 people tolerate small disrespect because 5 they fear conflict, a sarcastic tone, a 9's dismissive comment, a joke that cuts a 11 little too deep. They ignore it to stay, calm, to avoid tension, to be the bigger, 16 person, music. But every time you let 618 it slide, you teach people what they can, 621 get away with. Respect is like a wall. 624, if you don't reinforce it, people will 626 lean on it, climb it, and eventually 627 break it. Standing up for yourself isn't 630 aggression, it's self-respect. You don't 632 need to shout. You don't need to insult. 635, you just need to name what happened, and 0637 set the standard. You can say, don't 0639 talk to me like that. You can say, I'm 0641 not okay with that tone. You can say, 0643, if this continues, I'm ending this 0646 conversation, calm, direct, no drama. 649. And when you do this consistently, you, 651, stop attracting casual disrespect. 654, people either adjust or they leave. 656, either result protects your dignity. 658, here's the truth that changes. 659, everything. Respect isn't earned through 702 words. It's earned through consistent 704 behavior. Kindness is a virtue. But when 707 kindness crosses the line into 0708 self-denial, it becomes disguised 8.07 toward 11 weakness. These habits may look, 0713, harmless, but they quietly drain your 715 authority and teach others to treat you 0717 as less than you are. So choose the 0720 version of you that doesn't beg, doesn't 0722 over-explain, doesn't apologize for 0724 breathing, and doesn't sacrifice peace 0726 to keep others comfortable. Learn to say 0728 no without guilt, speak up without fear. 0732 value yourself without needing applause. 0734 because true respect begins the moment. 36 you decide to treat yourself with 38 dignity. If you want, comment 1. 40 attitude you're done tolerating starting 742 today, and subscribe to Stoic Spring. 0745 your life will improve as you build the 747 habit of protecting your inner peace, and 749 growing in maturity one day at a time.